Hello everyone and welcome to another Simpman X DiVE update. As you can see, the latest trailer shows off some lovely chest shots of our two new characters, Valentine Iris and Valentine Ciel, and... Oh god, Colonel! I swear it's not what it looks like, man. It was Capcom's fault, not mine. I'm totally not simping or anything. But I'll tell you who is simping. These losers out here in this event stage fanboying over freaking 2D images. Who does that? Oh, wait. Anyway, Colonel's Valentine challenge is here. Iris and Ciel being our banner characters, and Colonel is the boss for this event. Funny that Colonel shows up now of all times, even though this is Iris's third appearance in the game. But can you blame the guy? You got all these new-gen Reploids over here sipping over his sister. He's got to put a stop to that. And that's pretty much our job in this event stage that takes place in the amusement park stage from ZX. It's funny, we just had a rerun of the other amusement park stage, part of an event that also had Iris in it. I see what you're doing, Captai, you're not slick. Gotta say though, they put a lot into these animations. It's actually kind of impressive. Seems the theme of this event stage is you gotta go break up the crowd of fanboys surrounding all of these girls throughout the Rockman X DiVE game. Then they get angry and attack you. Even old Boob Eyes is here to simp over Christmas Farum. No, seriously, it's on his shirt. You're 1.5 months late on that, my friend. Of course, he wouldn't be Boob Eyes if his boob eyes were not poking out from the shirt. That's a really interesting but also neat attention to detail. I also like how Farum is just standing there idly in the background. Like, what the heck is going on? But I appreciate the intention. That's alright, I guess, because you can just one-shot Boob Eyes apparently. Oh, okay. For the end of the stage, we have a really interesting scene. Not only are these new-gen Reploids bowing down to Colonel like, my lord, but this is one of the very rare times you actually see Colonel and Iris on screen together, aside from the X4 FMVs and that one time he caught her in X Challenge. As for the boss fight with Colonel himself, what can I say really? It's really faithful to his X4 fight, complete with the energy willikers and the swoops. So yeah, very nice to see Colonel finally in X DiVE, albeit as a boss. But I wouldn't worry that much. We've already seen the trend of bosses becoming playable characters later on, and I'm sure Colonel is going to be no exception. I give him 2 months tops. Now that we have defeated Colonel, we can finally examine his sister and Ciel in more detail. Okay, not like that, guys. The Japanese character trailers on Twitter actually give us our best look at the intro animations. We catch up with Iris as she successfully gets away from a group of simps. But what she didn't realize is that the simps on the internet watching this very video right now have their eyes on her. So she strikes a cute pose and then transforms into her Valentine outfit. Upon transformation, Iris realizes that she's got cookies on her skirt that she can use as a snack later. That's pretty convenient. And speaking of snacks, this new dress allows her to pull a chocolate cake right from behind her. Wow, wish I could do that. Valentine Iris' first skill is known as Heart Beam. It's basically the first part of her core crystal laser, but you know, with hearts attached to it. But I believe the damage register on it is actually faster than the laser on Swimsuit Iris. Much faster. And if that didn't already look powerful on its own, she also has a damaging shield in the form of Valentine's Gift. In function, it's similar to the Power Gear version of Acid Barrier. It blocks all damage, and she can damage foes as she gets near them. Man, as if shields didn't rule the meta already. The Asian trailer reveals that one of her passive skills gives her 30% HP when she drops below 75%. And rather only happening once per stage, this effect can be triggered every 45 seconds. So oh great, she has an incentive to stall as well. Valentine Ciel's animation on the other hand is a bit more straightforward. Starting out like her normal animation would, before she transforms, before a simp throws down a bowl of cake batter on her like, bake me a cake if you can. Man, she really got the short end of the stick. At least Iris can poop out cakes. At least I wouldn't be surprised if she could. She can poop out mines after all. What a strange Reploid. But anyways, let's get back to the human. With Valentine Ciel's first skill, Chocolate Saber Elf, she throws Passy at a single target. Yes, you heard me right, I'm not even joking. That projectile is literally Passy from the intro of 01, holding a heart-shaped chocolate box. Poor Passy, she never catches a break. Then we have the replacement for her CL system, the Auto Chocolate Factory. And this time we can see the area of effect goes pretty far, disabling enemy weapons, and even allowing CL to throw even more Passies. Sheesh. Lastly, let's head back over to the Japanese Twitter to check out the new weapon, called the Heart Spray Gun in the Asian version. This weapon is actually another Star Force reference, this time based on Harp Note. The weapon is even known as Mazora Shower in Japanese. Yeah, they're a bit less subtle with the names in the Japanese version. This spray gun is similar to the explosive blower in that it's kind of like a shotgun, except this time the range goes a bit further lengthwise. It also has the added effect of allowing you to fire a tracking arrow, so you too can play the part of Cupid. Oh, and did I mention this sprayer can also heal you upon defeating foes, just like the squid sword? Not too bad. The Valentine event is going live a bit earlier than usual on Monday, February 8th. That also means we're having an early stream that week, with the Rockman X DiVE stream occurring on Monday instead of Wednesday. Well, that's something. Looks like Zero knows what he's fighting for now with this event, so we gotta go help him out. Speaking of what am I fighting for, we gotta talk about a crossover going on with another mobile game. Yes, there's been another one. This time the Deep Blog is coming to the action RPG mobile game White Cat Project, or Shironeko Project in Japanese. So much like with Tower Saviors, this isn't a game you'll see often over in the West, so I don't know much about it at all. Apparently there was an overseas version of this game released, but it shut down back in 2016. Looking at the gameplay though, the best comparison I can make is this looks a lot like Dragalia Lost in the way that it plays. Just to bring that around to something most of us are more familiar with. Bearing that all in mind, the Rockman X DiVE collaboration event is coming to the Taiwanese version of White Cat Project. Actually right after the Valentine's event comes out in X DiVE itself, February 9th. But you can start playing the prologue to the story on the 8th if you so choose. And also assuming you actually downloaded the game, that's another thing. There's a lot of stuff going on with this event, several different items and things you can get, more emoji stickers just like Tower Saviors had, but I'm just going to hit upon the highlights for this video. If you want to learn more, there's a great write-up on Rockman Corner right now that you can check out in the description below. Gotta say from the outset, this event is already looking way more ambitious than the Mega Man event that came to Dragalia Lost. First of all, you got the 3 playable characters. X, who's a light type archer with his X strike and tracking missile skills, and his unique weapon, the X Buster, of course. So pretty similar to DiVE. And of course, you can't leave Zero out of the fray. He joins the fight as a swordsman class character with Ryujin or your Retsuzan. You know, the skill you get from Frost Walrus. And of course, Rakuha. By using these skills, Zero can change between the fire, water, thunder, and light elements at will. Don't forget his Z-Saber weapon either. Oh, and there's also a Black Zero costume that changes his element to darkness. And plunging Zero further into darkness is Iris, who is a dark mage. Similar to DiVE, she also has the Peaceful Wish skill and the Core Crystal. And her unique weapon is known as the Core Crystal Scepter. That's not the only elements they pulled from Rockman X DiVE though, because just like in that game, she can poop mines when she's damaged. Story-wise, looks like we got deep log errors in this game too. Or maybe more accurately, the Sigma virus? At least it looks like data is being taken over by viruses. But since this is Rockman X DiVE, I'm going to go with the deep log error thing. In addition, we got 5 bosses to fight, including a mechanical shark, a giant Lego man, a robot that probably wouldn't look out of place in Tron, a Kingdom Hearts boss, and whatever that's supposed to be in the middle. A hamburger? Fries for eyebrows? I don't know. Now check out this pretty cool X and Zero art courtesy of the trailer. And wait a minute, I know that laugh anywhere. I know that face anywhere. It's been in my nightmares since I was but at Pebble Rock. It is the face of none other than Sigma W from Mega Man X DiVE, the final form of him. That's right, White Cat Project is going to have a co-op event surrounding the final form of Sigma from X DiVE. You know, I hadn't fully realized that that form of Sigma also had horns up till now, considering it's partially cut off in the actual game. You know something else? This model looks awfully like something that could come out of Rockman X DiVE itself. Wouldn't that be a quinky dink if this guy appeared in DiVE at some point as well? Wink wink. And finally, ending off the trailer. Yep, of course, they had to do it. They had to reference What Am I Fighting For? That art is just glorious though. Very pretty. And if this feels like deja vu to you, then that's probably because Teppen also referenced the same scene in their own trailer a while back. That was the one where we got to hear Johnny Young Bosch finally say the line. Oh no, it looks like a fun event, and it's still really cool to see the Mega Man brand throwing its weight around with other mobile games, even though all these Rockman X DiVE related collaborations have been meant for the Taiwanese audience so far. That will do it for today's Mega News Roundup though. Except I do have a quick update on the Mega Man X Maverick Hunter's Field Guide book, because we finally got to see what the cover looks like. It basically features an assortment of official artwork, with X and several of the Mavericks from throughout the series. I'd say it's an interesting lineup of Mavericks. You got some popular ones like Storm Eagle and Chill Penguin. Commander Yalmark and Split Mushroom is kind of weird though. Not to mention this is only representing 4 out of 8 games in this series, not counting spin-offs, and a book that covers the entire series. With 8 Mavericks on display, it feels like they could have at least picked one per mainline game. But at least a lot of the other ones are represented via the mugshots that are barely visible behind all the characters. But hey, I ain't complaining, I'm just pointing it out. According to Amazon at least, the Mega Man X Maverick Hunter's Field Guide is still coming out on August 17th, 2021, and if you do pre-order it now, you will shave $3 off the price. And potentially you will end up with more savings than that before the book actually comes out, since Amazon does have their pre-order price guarantee program. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. All the links will be in the description below if you want to learn more information and check out the trailers for yourselves. If you want something cool to watch after this video is over with, Mega Man 04 composer Shinichi Itakura is at it again with the Falling Down track. This time he created his own self-cover of the song, so you get to hear a modern rendition of the theme. In the description of his own video, he wrote, "When I composed it in 2004, I used the guitar to make phrases. However, this time, I tried to self-cover without a guitar. Was it better to dub the guitar? Definitely check out his video in the description below and judge for yourselves. I think it sounds really cool though. Other than that, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX for more on Mega Man. Until Monday when we do the X DiVE stream, rock on, have a great day, and happy early Valentine's Day I suppose."